Tri-State stood out as the primary EMS employer, both just in size and also just in quality. You hear about it, it's great advertising, but also you hear about it around the community that people ask specifically for Tri-State sometimes when they're calling for an ambulance. And so and especially after coming here and looking around, I mean, we have great equipment. I love working with the people that I work with, I really enjoy. And it's a great, huge area of response. So we get everything from urban to rural EMS. You get a really wide exposure, you get good training, good equipment. It's just kind of a combination of things.
Once I got done with paramedic school, there was a couple options I had. I could go work in a big city or work somewhere that was unique, like Tri-State, where you have both the city aspect and the rural medicine part. And they probably have the best protocols in the area right now. So I like how progressive my company is.
Well, I chose to work for Tri-State Ambulance way back in the day because I was sick of running transfers at the company I was at. I remain at Tri-State Ambulance because of my coworkers. Really, it is tough to find a more supportive group of people that you could work with.
There's a lot of diversity in your patients. We have a lot of different patient populations. Whether you're working at night versus the day, there's kind of a difference there. We have both urban and rural settings, and that can give you a lot of different types of patients as well. And because we have both settings, you have a short trip to the hospital, and then you can have a really long trip to the hospital, which allows you to do a lot more paramedic skills. And with that included, it goes into the protocols that we have a lot of autonomy to do a lot of things. We have a lot of trust from our medical director, which is really cool.
It's a really flexible place to work with my schedule. I'm a full-time college student for the next couple weeks here. But I've been able to pick up shifts. They've generally been pretty available.
I choose to work for Tri-State Ambulance because of all the different opportunities they offer us. Not only do we do 911 calls, we do intercepts with other local EMS agencies that aren't paramedic level. We do hospital-to-hospital transfers, which gives you a chance to really understand the patient's illness and get to know them better. We also have our bicycle response team, which we deploy at large special events and gives us a great chance to socialize with the public.
A lot of places you need to be concurrently working fire to do EMS, and I like that aspect of it here. You get to focus on the medical portion of it. We have really advanced protocols for this area, and especially I worked for rural services before where you could transport people but you couldn't do a whole lot else, and here we have the medications and the equipment to really make a difference for people.
I started out as first responder, got my EMT basic license, and Tri-State thankfully hired me, and they've taught me so much as opposed to just going to school and learning things out of a textbook. I'm more of a hands-on kind of learner. So we have amazing teachers here that are actually also your coworkers and your friends and your family, and they've taught me everything I need to know.
I knew that I wanted to make a home in La Crosse, and I've always lived in this area. And Tri-State has always been the most prevalent and forward EMS company, and when I chose to go forward with a career in EMS and go to school here, it was an easy decision as to where I wanted to work. Tri-State has an awesome benefit package. We accrue a lot of paid time off, and our health insurance is non-deductible. So there's a lot of other benefits.
This job offers me great flexibility. I get to be outside, I get to be inside. I'm not stuck in a hospital, I'm not stuck in a cubicle. If I'm in my service area and my kid has a soccer game, Tri-State's great about letting me go and, at least trying to catch part of it.
For me, it's a big deal to have a company that takes care of their people, not just pay, but if something does go wrong out in the field and I do exactly what I'm supposed to do, I need somebody that's going to be there and stand behind me. It's also important to have good protocols that I can work with so that I can go out there and actually help people to the best of my ability.